Hi guys, it's Biblegirl, and it's the last day of May and another Tuesday, which makes it Testimony Tuesday. I apologize for being gone for a little while, doing my regular stuff. I was camping in Zion, Utah for about a week, and that was awesome, and there'll be some stuff coming out of that camping trip, and I had family over about 2 weeks before that, and for 2 weeks. Different family members coming, and my grandpa staying the whole time. So I wasn't able to be very consistent with my channel, and I apologize. Because of that, I didn't get to answer an Ask Biblegirl question sent in by TheoreticalLife 3 weeks ago, and I totally apologize because I acted like I was going to do it the next Tuesday, and I didn't. Okay, let me read this so I get it right. Is God willing to prevent evil, but not able? Then he is not omnipotent. Is he able, but not willing? Then he is malevolent. Is he both able and willing? Then from whence cometh evil? Is he neither able nor willing? Then why call him God? And I'm sure he's quoting something, because it's in quotation marks. I just don't recognize it, and I'm sorry for my little ignorance there. And the base of the question, I think, kind of gets to the idea of why do good things happen to bad people? Why do bad things happen to good people? It's this age-old question given towards religion. The beginning is God able to prevent evil? And it's all about, well, if he can prevent evil and he doesn't, then he is evil, and he's not able to do all these amazing things, and he isn't really God. First I wanted to point out something that could be a really cool resource to questions for you, Theoretical Life, or anybody else. It's a really cool book. It was required reading at my college. I'm a recent graduate of a Christian university where I got a degree in children and family ministry. For you that don't know, back in December. Actually graduated with honors. That was really exciting. The book is called Letters from a Skeptic. I'll just read the little subtitle. It's a son wrestles with his father's questions about Christianity. And it's letters, actual letters from Dr. Gregory Boyd and Edward Boyd, and that's the old cover. It's very much in circulation, so you can find it. And he actually deals with the why do good things happen to bad people, why do bad things happen to good people, why is there evil, why is there natural disasters, why are there problems, pretty heavily, and his have the letters. They're actually letters where the son is a Christian and his father's getting older, and he feels the need to talk about God with his father. And so he opens up this free dialogue. So back and forth they write these letters talking about all these different questions about who God is. If God's this, then why that? And they're both very educated men, very intelligent men, and really intriguing conversation to read. And yes, eventually before the father died, he did become Christian, so I like that. Back to your question, and some of the things I kind of share a view with this. I also don't agree with everything in this, so if you end up buying the book and have questions about something in the book, I'd love to dialogue there too, because I don't agree with everything. But there comes the question, and there's a few things. Is God able to stop evil? And I would say yes. But does him not stopping it make him malevolent? Does his unwillingness to stop all evil and pain and destruction in the world make him malevolent? I don't think so. And this comes down to really the Genesis account, and there are some Christians that will look at it metaphorically and other Christians that will look at it literally, and either way you look at it, it's an explanation to this question. So in Genesis, we have the story of the beginning of mankind. And the world initially is perfect. God has created everything, and after he creates it, he says it is good. The sea, the land, birds, animals, trees, fruit, the whole shebang. Everything is good. He likes it. And then when God makes people, he declares that it's very good. And now God has this relationship with his creation in a way he didn't have with the plants or the clouds or the stars. He has a relationship with someone who he has given his breath, has given them souls, given them this higher level of existence. And everything is fantastic. They're in relationship as a married couple, they're in relationship with God, he comes and talks to them in the cool of the day, it's beautiful. Then Adam and Eve walk over to this tree, and the tree has been forbidden to be eaten. But they are tempted by the snake, which a lot of people in Christianity say is the devil. And they are tempted. First, Eve eats it, and then she shares it with her husband, who was with her. That's what it says in Genesis. And because of that, they are cast out of the garden. They are cast out, and they are punished because what is known as the fall of man is that the actions of both Adam and Eve have this consequence that now humanity will know death. They will know pain in work, which used to be something fun and something without problem. When pain in childbearing, there will be a problem between the sexes for the rest of time. It's not a good situation, and they're cast out of perfection. And it even says in Scripture that the earth groans and waits for the redemption of man because the fall of humanity has affected the entire planet. So what happens, and how I look at is God evil or not, comes down to two concepts. One of which is free will. Is God able to stop all evil? Yes. But he doesn't. Because he gives people the chance to make their own choices. And annoyingly enough, the choices of each individual affect other individuals. I wish it weren't so. People speculating on houses and doing completely idiotic things in the stock market have made it so that when I graduated in 2010, I haven't been able to find full-time work. I did nothing wrong to deserve that. I went to school, I graduated with honors, I did everything I'm supposed to do. Go out, send my resume out, and I'm overqualified for the jobs that are hiring, and I can't really find jobs that should be hiring at my academic level in my field right now. And that has nothing to do with me. It has to do with other people's mistakes. So the fall of Adam and Eve and every sin afterward has detrimentally hurt the world. And so yes, there's evil. Yes, there are murderers and rapists and terrible, terrible people. And they are evil and do wrong things. But God let them make the choice. And are there times when God does step in? And yes, and he does do amazing things, and he gives people the chance for redemption. in the end, from the Christian perspective, they're going to receive their fate. They're going to understand what sin does, because those who sin, who have not reached redemption, who have not come to the cross recognizing they have been evil, do not move the shape of their free will, are going to experience eternal punishment for their evil. That's maybe from a secular perspective doesn't seem like enough now, but that's a hope that evil is not justified, and God does not believe in it, and he doesn't want it. He's a just God, but he gives people the choice. There's a line in my favorite of VeggieTales, which is a Christian cartoon series. The episode's called The Snoodles Town, and it's basically about God and how he created people, and normally people are jerks and use the gifts and talents God gives to honor him in a way to lower people down, use snoodles instead of people. And the little snoodle asks his creator, why don't you just make the snoodles care about you and do what you want them to do? And he says, a gift that's demanded is no gift at all. So God isn't going to turn us into his robots, because he wants love to be real. So it's not him being malevolent, it's being loving by giving humanity the choice. And that's why his people are supposed to be out there doing good too, because we're supposed to help combat evil. It's a war. It's called spiritual warfare for a reason, between good and evil. And that's why the church, the Christians, are supposed to be feeding the homeless and clothing the needy and loving on the hurt and broken and helping the widow and the orphan. And I admit the church does a very bad job at it, and I'm not perfect at it either, so we're not really fulfilling our role. But as God's instruments, we're supposed to be helping with that.